Subscribe to Filmfare and press the bell icon.
She's beautiful, she's a woman of all parts, and she's a diva in a true blue sense. Please welcome my most favorite actor, Madhuri Dixit Nene.
So how are you?
I'm good. Thank you, my beautiful one, thank you for being a part of my lockdown conversations.
Oh, thank you for being a part of my lockdown too.
So tell me, do you have a regular routine during this lockdown?
Well, yeah, it's so hard. It was so hard initially to get into a routine because first of all, we were so involved in all the news that was coming out. We were watching news all the time, reading as much as possible, and after a point, it got so much, that you're seeing this from every angle, not only from your own angle, but also what people are going through and what's happening and how this virus is like creating trouble in every field, like whether it's economies are getting flattened, lives are getting completely disrupted. The kids' lives are completely, like the school life is completely disrupted. Now they are on virtual learning, which is not a bad thing. But if you're not used to it, it's hard to get into a routine, because when you wake up, you have to wake up at 7, you go to school at 8:30, then the school ends and everything is planned for you. And now suddenly you have to plan everything for yourself, which is a little difficult. And especially if you have teenagers, then it's a little more difficult. But I'm proud of them. They are managing and they are trying very hard, to keep up with everything, all these changes that are going on. And for us also, initially it was hard. But then I thought, I don't know how long this is going to go on. We'd rather, so I started doing my riyas and I sit and sing with my mom in the evenings, and we are trying to keep ourselves occupied and do something constructive and positive, because there's so much happening that you're hearing about, whether it's the US or Italy or all these places which have been bombarded by this virus, and you just want to stay positive through it all and say that no, we're going to make this work, even if it means sitting at home, and we are going to make the best of it. So look at it this way, that you have more time with your family now. There's so many things in life one had complained about, saying that, oh, I don't get time to do this, or I don't get time to do that. So after a long time, I read a book finally. I read Trevor Noah's Born a Crime, which is very interesting how he grew up in South Africa, and very, very interesting, his whole journey. So, keeping yourself occupied and keeping up with whatever's happening and trying to stay positive. I think these are the things that one has to do right now.
First time you came up with a complicated dance sequence when you were faced with the challenge. Which was it, and what were your thoughts? I remember you had done a number for Karma. Was that a challenging dance sequence?
Well, it was not very challenging because it was very simple movements, and it was just a shooting that's going on, or shooting made two characters are on. One of the characters, me, and the hero is dancing, shooting chal raha hai. And the hero and heroine of the movie are watching, and then they imagine themselves in the same song. So it was like, for me, it was just like, dancing. I love dancing. So I was dancing. And Saroji was there. She was the choreographer. And and I saw her dance, and I was like, oh my God, this woman is so talented. I was just thinking about that all the time. But I don't think that was the most difficult. But after that, we did quite some few complicated kind of dances. Say for Ram Lakhan, there were a few things. There were a lot of things I used to find a little irritating for me, because I knew I can dance. But sometimes when you dance for camera in Bollywood, like when you dance on film for camera, the technique is very different of dancing. And I used to get very, I used to feel very frustrated that I couldn't get it right sometimes. Like, coming on your mark exactly where it's supposed to be, because it's in a close-up. So even if you go a little on this side, on that side, like I'm doing now, so the frame becomes different. So no, one more. You have to stop here. So I used to find all that very disturbing. So just let me dance, But you have to keep in mind all that. So when I did Tezab and Saroji said, "Tum to Indian dancing karti ho, you know, I want you to. This is very Bollywood dancing, and you'll have to come and you'll have to rehearse." And I said, "Yes, I want to do that, Saroji." And she was very surprised, and I said, "Yes." And I was there every day. I said, "I want to get my steps right. So when I'm on stage or when I'm performing in front of the camera, all I have to do is think about the camera, not about my steps and the camera and where the mark is. So I can concentrate on the other things that I'm supposed to do." So I think Tezab was for me like a learning class on how to do Bollywood dancing.
And you managed it so beautifully, so beautifully.
No,
Did you
also
dance?
it was a
Did you
very
dance?
interesting dance number, and it had so many, you know, expressive things like expressions and everything changing in a second like that. So it was fun doing it also. Like Jackie had once told me after he saw the Ek Do Teen number, he says, "You look like a little squirrel, like going from one expression to another to another to another." I'll never forget that.
I know. While you were so good, were your dance directors at any point exasperated with you? Was there any sequence where you've taken maximum number of takes or something?
Oh God, that we did during Tama Tama.
Yeah.
I think the maximum takes we've done for Tama Tama in that chair movement, because there are 4 of us.
Yeah.
And she was very adamant, I want it in one shot. And she wouldn't listen, let's cut the shot here, it doesn't matter. No, I want it in one shot. And so we did like 40 retakes of that sequence. Because even ek aadmi thodi mistake karta hai, we have to do it again. And once we did it perfectly, and in the end the cap had to like fall on my foot, it fell and rolled off. So we had to do another just for that. Because we didn't have any of these VFX and all these things at that time. So it had to be literally done right there. So I think that was the maximum. Yeah, it was very frustrating.
How many days would it take to choreograph a normal song of yours?
It depends what kind of a song it is. If it's just a very sweet song, like say a Palki mein hoke sawar chali re.
Yeah.
2-3 days it's done, because the location changes hai usme, all that. So 2-3 days it's done. Yeah. But it's like a big production, like Tezab ka dance number, or a Choli ke Peeche kya hai, or a Devdas Dolare Dolare. Those took a little more time, like 12 days, because there's so much, the dancers, there's the thing, and the frames have to be perfect. And I remember Ashok Mehta was doing the photography for Khalnayak, Choli ke Peeche kya hai. So the way he lit up everything was just like, you know, just everything was glowing. It was just magic. So he had so many of these pieces of things everywhere. And, you know, one day Subhaji got, "Main dekhu kahan se? I can't even see where my hero and heroine are." So those songs took longer because they had a lot of big sets, and the grandeur has to show and everything. But if there are like sweet, simple songs, they're just done very, very fast, like 3-4 days. I had done one song in Anjam.
Yeah, I want you to talk about that.
Yeah, I done a song in Anjam, and we heard the song. It's a very sweet song. And I'm seducing Shah Rukh Khan. He's in a wheelchair, and I'm trying to seduce him in that song. So Saroji said, "I want this song to be done in one take." And we were all very apprehensive. I said, "Agar take nahi hua ek, to kitne take karne padenge humko?" She said, "No, don't worry, we'll do it." And it was a big set. So it was like going from here to there, to there, to there, then coming back.
So the cameras were placed on all different angles?
Yes. Cameras were placed. 3-4 cameras were placed in different angles. And then I had to remember which camera was there, so what angle I was supposed to be doing, you know, all that. And in some, if the camera is here, at one point I'm giving a profile, then I'm supposed to be looking like this. And so we rehearsed all that. One day we were just doing that. We just rehearsed. We went there. Next day got ready. And we were so lucky, it was done in one take. It was just shot in one take, and the first take itself was okay.
But just
for the heck of it, and just for the heck of it, we thought, चलो एक हम लोग safety कर लेते हैं. तो कभी-कभी क्या होता है, when you think that, वो shot अटक जाता है फिर safety वाला, and then it becomes a pain. But lucky for us, I think our stars were well aligned that day, that even that shot was okay, and we were like, thank God. So that was the shortest amount of time a song took to do.
Tell me about the Sera Sera dance. How did you manage that? And how many days of rehearsal and how many days of actual shooting?
Oh God. Hey Sera Sera, when I was told that Prabhu Deva is going to choreograph it, pehle to matlab, I was like, oh shoot, now to dance like that. I was a little scared. I was scared. The first time in my life, I was scared to be on the set. And then I met Prabhu Deva and I said, see, you have a different style. You have a different style. So can you kind of say, don't worry, whatever. Because, you know, sometimes some things don't look good on women, you know, when they dance. Some things don't look nice. Or that particular style might not work with your body alignment or whatever. You know, it might not look good. So I was like worried about that. And I said, you know, she says, don't worry. I know how to, you know, do this choreography for you. And I said, okay. And then he said, we'll take small shots, nothing, only till here, cut. I said, okay. Then we started rehearsing. And then we had to shoot the next day. So we maybe rehearsed for a day for the song a little bit, just to get the style and all. And next day we started shooting and he used to come and say, shh, all this you have to do. I said, but you said chota shots. You will do it, ma'am. You will do it. He used to go. So he just goaded me, pushed me, and we got it done. And it was so much fun dancing with him because he has so much rhythm and he has a sense of rhythm. He has a sense of timing and he has a sense of, you know, humor in his dance, which is amazing. So it was so much fun. Yeah, I really had a great time working on that song.
My favorite song of yours is Humko Aajkal Hai. Tell me about that. That is how many days did it take? What kind of rehearsals?
It didn't take too many days. It took 3-4 days, I think, of shoot. And when we first heard the song, and we were like, the main lead is not singing anything. The chorus is singing everything. She is just singing one line. So Saroji said, "ये तो क्या है? कैसा गाना है? ये वो लड़की एक ही गा रही है और बाकी सब." And then she thought about it. She said, "Let me think about this." And then she thought and she came back and she said, "We have a great opportunity here with this song. So let the girls sing, but you just express. Like you will express every line just with your face. You're not going to be singing." And we thought that was a great idea. And then how she went about and made that song so beautiful. It was just, even when we were rehearsing for it, it was, we used to enjoy dancing to it. And the first time, you know, the first movement on the floor, where I have to go down on the floor and come up like that. So when I was rehearsing for it, I did it the opposite way. I forgot that I have to come up. I went down and I banged my head on a big thing on my forehead.
Oh no.
Yeah. And she was like, "Kya kar rahi ho?" I was like, "Oh, sorry. I think something went wrong with But once we were on the set, another thing happened that one of her assistants, who was the girl who used to show everyone, she fell ill. She couldn't come to the set. And Saruji said, "I don't have an assistant or anything." So I said, "Don't worry, I know the number already. I'll be your assistant. I'll assist you on this set." So it was so much fun. We really, really had a blast. I loved those shots that she conceived with the mogra in the hair and, you know, they go flying and stuff. Kamar pe aise rahega kaise? How can you keep all those flowers on the kamar? He said, "Don't worry, I know how to do it." So, you know, those beautiful, beautiful shots she took for the song. And I really had fun doing that song. And I remember I came on the set, to Choli gana hai, you know, usual that Choli like that, and bun, hair in a bun and all. We did one shot and she was not happy. She said, "Something is missing, you know, something is missing. Like it's looking too, it's a very alert song, you know, like Humko Aajkal, young girl waiting for love to come into her life or whatever. It doesn't look like that." So she said, "Why don't you do it? Just go open your hair. We don't want like a bun and all that. And don't take the chunri like that. Just tie it at your waist so that it looks like a, you know, very young girl who's waiting for love, that, you know, and that quality." So I did that and we took the first shot and it just looked stunning. And we were like, "Yes, this is the right way and we should go like this."
Do you have any, pardon me?
No, it's the thing that when a choreographer visualizes something, you know, the song should look like this. And if it is not falling in place, then you have to make the changes, you know, to make it happen. And that's what happened on this song, actually. It was amazing about her visualization and then The cameraman, he was also so inspired with this song. And if you see that chunk of the song, even the photography is very inspired, you know. The way he's taken the shots, the angles and everything, it just looks beautiful.
Tell me, what do you miss the most about the 90s, the working of the system? Right now, everything's so professional, everything's so spick span, and everything is so like on the dot, everyone's on the ball. What is it about the filmmaking of the 80s, maybe late 80s and 90s that you really miss? Is there anything that you miss?
I think the discipline is great today, because I always used to be on time, and you know, I used to hate waiting for others, and all that is gone now. You go and you shoot, you finish your work and you come back. So for me, the way it is done today is great. But there was a kind of a spontaneity that we used to have. I remember we used to be sitting on the sets all ready with makeup and everything, and the dialogue is being written, you know, on the side.
Yeah.
And kab milenge dialogues, we have to learn them and say them, and you know, say them with conviction.
Yeah.
So they say, "Ha, 2 minutes, it's happening. We're writing."
Yeah.
So, एक spontaneity थी उसमें, you know, there was something that used to happen just spontaneously, and people used to make movies. You know, a lot of people make movies just for the passion of making movies. Today, it's like, you know, they plan everything and everything is done. ये इतना budget है, तो ऐसा है, वैसा है. तभी calculations नहीं थे, you know. It was all like done as a passion project by producers. But you know, every era has its own ups and downs, and pluses and minuses, pros and cons, if you can call them. And we had, like, some things were not very good in the 90s. The fashion was not that good. There were a lot of continuity jerks in the movies. Like, we used to shoot on a film, and then the film used to get like, nothing's happening on that film. Then after 1.5 years, the producer used to come back saying, "Cholo, us film ki shooting karni hai." So we used to pick up the threads from there after 1.5 years. So sometimes the jewelry is lost. Then, acha theek hai, kuch similar leke aa jao. So you go out of the room wearing one pair of jewelry, you're coming back wearing a different pair of earrings. So, but all that was forgiven, you know, all that was forgiven, because people just loved cinema, and they just used to come, not as critics, but they used to come to enjoy cinema.
Besides your songs, which were the other songs that you saw and you, I mean, over the years, you said, "Wow, I wish it could have been picturized on me"? Were there any songs that, you know?
Well, in our film industry, I think they made such good songs. You know, there's so many good songs. I can, like, if you see Sadhna ji's song, "Jagani ke phir ye," oof, that song, my God, you know, or "Acha ji main hari chalo maan jao na." That song was so beautiful. I would have loved to do that song. Or even Pakiza, "Thade rahiyo ya inhi logon ne." You know, what lovely music. And or even if we keep coming forward towards this way, so many songs. Like "Aja Aja Main Hu Pyar Tera," you know, that song. Or, oh God, there's so many songs I can just go on.
And if I had to ask you in terms of, say, as an actor or even as a performer, was there any film or song that sort of surpassed your expectations when you did it? You just did the song, and then you suddenly realize, oh man, this has become iconic. Even 20 years later, people are talking. Was there any kind of song that you remember?
Well, I remember the song "Channe Ke Khet Mein," which I thought was a sweet, cute song, and you know, we enjoyed dancing on it.
I love that song.
Saroji, because Rahulji had bought the different song first. There was some different Bhalta song, and me and Saroji listened to it and said, "We don't like it. We don't like this song. There's no fun in this song." So we both went to Rahulji, and you know, Rahulji he had that image of being very strict. "Oh, nahi sunenge," you know, that type. Said, "Nahi sunna padega." So we went to him and said, "Please, Rahulji, this is not fun. This song is not good." So he's like, "Nahi, you didn't like it?" I said, "I will change it." And the next day, he told the music director, "Nahi, kuch aur leke aao." And that's when "Channe Ke Khet Mein" came. And he loved the song, and I thought it'll be a good song, and you know, but I didn't know it will be that popular. The song, Channe Ke Khet Mein. Even today, like so many people perform to it, and I see it all the time in reality shows also.
And I can't let you go away without singing something for us. First of all, tell me, not many know that you're such a good singer, and I've heard a lot of your songs, which the world hasn't heard yet. So tell me a bit about your singing.
Well, I won't say that I'm a professional singer as such, but I do sing. And it's because of my mom, I think. My mom used to learn classical music. And she did her Master of Arts with the vocal Hindustani classical music. And she always used to insist, sit with me, learn to sing. And tabhi I was busy in dance. My Kathak was my ultimate thing. So we used to sit, ek do cheez ga liye mummy ke saath, like classical fiza and all that. But in school, I was very active on stage. So we used to have singing competitions. But because I was in an English school, I was in a convent, we used to sing English songs. So I think over time, like I was more comfortable singing in English than the Hindi or classical songs. But of course, I love music, and because of my dancing, I love all kinds of music.
So I have to not let you go before you sing a song.
Oh God. What song you want me to sing now? ये भी गाओ, फिर डांस भी करो सबको.
डांस तो अभी तक नहीं करवाया, आप गा दीजिए हमारे लिए.
कौन सा
मैं भी
गाना?
लग जा गले ओनली. मैं भी लग जा गले.
लग जा गले के फिर ये हंसी रात हो न हो, शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो. लग जा गले से.
As always, it's been wonderful chatting with you. Thank you so much for this.
Not at all. My pleasure, Jitesh. And stay home, stay safe.
Yes.
And keep doing stuff, discovering new things and reading about, new things, and just keeping your mind occupied. I'm sure you do that anyways. But
yeah, and you stay lovely too, always.
All right.
Thank you.
Nice talking to you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.